Hello everyone. Let me start off by asking you a question. What are the most common characteristics of the popular instructors, professors, or teachers that you had in your student life? When I ask this question to myself, these are the two people that comes to my mind. One is on the left is Rashida Zaman. She was my high school Bengali literature teacher. And on the right, more recently, Professor Gautam Das of University of Texas at Arlington, where I did my PhD from, and he was not my supervisor, but he taught algorithms course to us. And both of them shares very striking similarities in their way of teaching, the way they delivered their lectures, the way they engaged their students. Now, I asked the same question about the computer science popular instructors, and our study tries to answer that question, and we found this data and result. Now I'm going to explain what popularity means, what was our data source, who were our target professors, but for now, let's just focus on this slide for a few seconds. On the y-axis, you see the tags the students provided for their popular computer science instructors, and on the x-axis, you see their tag frequency count. So if we take a closer look into this graph, you'll see, apart from their classes or lectures being amazing, the second most important thing that students attributed to their popular professors are their soft skills. Also, they gave good feedback, their classes were fun. Though they gave lots of homeworks, but students seemed to be okay with that. Those professors were accessible outside the class, and also if you skip their classes, you won't pass. They had clear grading criteria, and so forth. Now, when we ask the same question for software engineering professors, here's what the result came up. The orange line represents the popular software engineering professors, and the blue lines here represents the computer science popular professors without the software engineering professors. So there is no overlap with the two. Now, if we again take a closer look into this graph, you'll see some similarities as well as some areas where software engineering professors can improve. For example, if you look closely, class fun or hilarious tag, software engineering professors lag behind popular computer science professors. Accessibility outside class, again, software engineering professors seem to be less accessible outside the class. They do not have clear grading criteria, and they give lots of pop quizzes. But on the other hand, software engineering professors seem to be giving good feedback to the students, and also their courses are more project based, which is understandable because software engineering courses are by design team based, collaborative, project based courses themselves. Now the question we asked, is there any concrete examples that we can learn from those popular computer science professors? And the answer is yes. When we mine the more than 9,000 student feedback for those professors, we came up with these points. And students reported that these professors are humane, humble, kind, life influencers, and they gave examples of those characteristics as those professors shared their life lessons in the class, not just lecture. They are fun classes, they motivate, they help even choose students for their future career paths. The other thing that came up really in common is those professors tend to upload their materials, lectures, video lectures online using YouTube and other websites, and also they're accessible outside the class through Skype, Zoom, even wiki pages like Piazza. Now, remember that this study was done before this pandemic situation, so now almost everyone is using these tools, but remember, these professors, popular computer science professors, were using these kind of tools even before. But the most important thing that we think that came up in our study is that these professors seem to listen to the students' feedback, and they are open for adoptions, like they are okay to change their class pace, syllabus, or even they are flexible with the deadlines. Is there any good news for us software engineering professors? The answer is yes. 38% of us are attributed as awesome professors, 13% of us are good, but there are also 29% of faculties, software engineering professors, who can improve a lot. Now let's talk about the popularity and our data source a little bit. We use ratemyprofessor.com as our data source. Those of you who do not know what ratemyprofessor.com is, it's a public website where students can go and rate their professors. Now the professors are mainly from North America, Canada, and UK for now. Ratemyprofessor.com does not support professors from other countries. And for popularity, we decided to use these two criteria. Number one is we consider a professor popular if he or she has more than 10 students ratings and an average of 3.5 or more out of 5 average rating score. And we only took the good comments from the students. And our subjects were computer science and software engineering professors, and we took the top 20 universities from US and Canada that is reported in the usnews.com website for 2018. Now, once we listed our professors and found their target affiliation or institutions, we build this web crawler using Python and Selenium that goes into the website, searches for a university. When it finds a university, then it filters even more with the department and the top rated professors, and then it opens up all those professors into different windows and captures their data and saves them in a JSON format. Now, why this study is important? Well, the big picture is, according to the US Department of Labor Bureau of Statistics, only in the US there is a employment opportunity growth of 12% by 2028 for the computer science and IT students, but this is even greater for software engineering graduates, 21 to 26%. And in the US, higher educational institutions are not producing that many graduates to meet the demand. So recruitment retention is very important for these students, and learning to know how to make classes attractive, engaging might help in this regard. And personally, it is important because interesting and more engaging courses results into greater student satisfaction that will eventually help improve our student evaluation of teachings, which helps in promotion and so forth. And on the other side, students actually give these kind of feedbacks after each semester anyways, but these feedbacks are very private. Only the instructor knows about them. Collectively, we do not know what are the best practices out there for engaging classes. So ratemyprofessor.com being an open and it having a tremendous amount of data available was a good source for us for this study. Now, threats to validity wise, ratemyprofessor.com being an open to public website, anyone without even taking a professor's course can go there and rate a professor. It only supports US, Canada, and UK professors right now, so there are many very good professors out there that we could not simply include into our study. And also we only took the top 20 US universities, US and Canadian universities, but we could have gone more and collected more data. Our web crawler data analysis, everything is available into our website, but one note of caution is that our tool is very susceptible to UI changes. So ratemyprofessor.com tends to change its design quite often, so it might not just readily work right now. It might need some tweaking before it can work there. And finally, here's my contact information. I'd love to talk offline and answer any questions that you might have. Thank you.